Another thing I wanted to talk about before I move on from the Grand Canyon and Sedona is the friend that came and met up with me and what I learned about myself from hanging out with her again. So, being around her again reminded me a lot of my friend that I had the dream about, which I think is probably why I had the dream. And the two of them have a lot in common. The videos that I've been watching lately about from Heidi Priebe about how we tend to repeat patterns in our lives. I think this one was, I think me being friends with these two women was a repeating pattern. And I think that was a reminder, or it was showing me that I should choose my friends differently in the future. That these friends, that I didn't really choose these women to be my friends, that these were friends that kind of just were people that were in my life, and they were fun to hang out with, and so I was friends with them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but that's not necessarily how I want to do things going forward. I think I want to be more intentional about the people that I spend time with, and I want to be more intentional about the people that I give my time and energy to, and I want to be more careful with my time and energy. I found myself feeling taken advantage of and manipulated, and it feels good for me to feel like I could see it. And by the end of my time with that friend, I I saw it extremely clearly. And it was a huge lesson. Huge for me. And I think she was telling me stories about how she had lent some of her friends money, and I was telling her that friendship doesn't involve monetary back and forth. That isn't how friendship works, and I believe that. And yet it always felt there wasn't like there was just a lot of power and value, kind of like how much can I get from every interaction, and how it just felt very transactional. It's not like that with other friends, and I don't want it to be like that. I'm going to definitely be careful to make sure that if it starts feeling like that with any of my other friends, that I'm just really aware of that in the future. And it feels good to have gone through that and learned it, and um, had fun learning it. I had a really fun time. And yeah, we went shopping at like Ross. So she came down thinking she would just stay for the one night at the Grand Canyon. So that's what she packed for. But then she decided to come and stay with me in Sedona for 3 days. So she ended up like needing to go shopping. So then we went shopping, but then it was like way more shopping and going out to eat than this trip was supposed to be for me. Like, this trip, from my point of view, was like hiking with my dog, and I've been sleeping in my car, like very outdoorsy, not fancy. But in fact, she wears these fake eyelashes, and she puts them on me when we were in Sedona and gave me some. And so actually in the last hour when I ate my dinner and stuff, I put some on because she left me with some. And I've always wanted to do them, but it's funny, you can tell how differently I right eye, left eye. I'm gonna hopefully I'll get better at making them more even. But yeah, like a good balance of that kind of stuff is what I strive for. I got some great stuff at the Sedona Goodwill, though. Sedona Goodwill is where it's at. Yeah, so that was a really good lesson.